Hey there, Leo. It's Wes with Aurawest Tarot, and today we're going to be doing your Celtic Cross, and essentially it's a semi-monthly reading from the 19th of December 2021 all the way through the 1st of January 2022. For this video, I will be using the Crow Tarot, which I did say in my Person on Your Mind video that because I was late on your video for the first half of December, you kind of got the shit on a stick, unfortunately, like Pisces and Libra, so I decided that I would be using the Crow Tarot for your reading, which I don't use for any other readings. I only do it for private readings, essentially, with the Crow Tarot. I only use the Gilded Tarot, but you're getting the Crow Tarot, which I definitely find does kind of get the messages a little bit more deeper. Okay. For this video, though, before the Celtic Cross, we'll be doing a pre-read advice with the Dreams of Gaia. Okay, it is advice that is supposed to help you, obviously, before watching the Celtic Cross, and kind of is just an additional thing. If you don't want to watch it, you don't have to. Just go to the timestamps down below. I'll put in the comment section. I'll have the timestamps, so you can just skip right to the Celtic Cross if that's what you desire. Okay, we do have some candles here, some incense lit, so let's get right to it. You get one card for the Zodiac sign of Leo, please. What advice do they... Oh, the ship one dropped out. I think it is an Earth card. Three of Earth, I think. Alright, we'll take it. That obviously really wanted to come out really quick. Let's see what it is. That's what dropped out for you, Leo. Okay. Yeah, it's three of Earth. Once again, if you missed the front of this message, it's optional. This is optional. You don't have to watch it. Go to the comment section if you just want to go to the Celtic Cross. So, the three of Earth, when it is upright, the keywords is ambition, sowing seeds, groundwork, energy investment, sacrifice, fertility, and outcomes. Okay? Meaning, when it's upright, the three of Earth represents a time of preparation. It is time to sow the seeds born of thought, need, desire, in fertile soil, and do what is required in order to make those seeds grow. It is time for you to do the necessary groundwork. Remember, the outcome can only be equal to the investment you're willing to make here and now. The three of Earth can also symbolize a time of sacrifice in the weeks and months ahead. There may be choices offered that appear as limitations or restrictions. While these choices might bring about feelings of reluctance, frustration, and annoyance, put them aside and focus on the end result, what the end result will bring. The future may also offer moments of adversity and hardship that make you want to give up. If you find your resolve challenged over the weeks and months ahead, know that all the hope that you hope to achieve is dependent upon your willingness to make a commitment now, and then honor that commitment to the end. Do so knowing that it will be noticed and respected. It may even increase the opportunities that come your way. Whether it be further education, new work responsibilities, saving for a new home, or building a business, now is the time to look for realistic, grounded options, and to then get in touch with those who have the knowledge and information you require in order to determine if your objectives can be achieved and the best course of action to take. The three of Earth asks, what are you willing to do now in order to achieve the outcome you desire? Very interesting. We'll see how that ties in to your Celtic Cross video. Alright, let's get right into it here. I get 10 cards for the Zodiac sign of Leo for a Celtic Cross, describing the situation, challenge, beliefs, root of the issue, near past, near future, self-perception, outside influences, how others perceive them, action advice, and likely outcome from the dates of the 19th of December 2022 through January 1st, 2022. So, and let me just revise that. The dates would be December 19th, 2021 through January 1st, 2022. 10 cards, please, for our Celtic Cross. For Zodiac Signs, Leo. One more shuffle. So Leo, for your situation is 10 of Cups. Okay, that's going to talk about a close connection with a particular someone. Most likely, and when 10 of Cups shows up, it can talk about basically a lover of some sort, a very close connected bond. There's love, there's happiness, there's fulfillment. It's what you want, what every person pretty much strives for. We all want that. It's not really looking at the materialistic aspects of life. It's just saying that you've reached a point or a stage in life where you are emotionally not only content, but happy and filled, and you have somebody, typically somebody or someone at your side that you basically have a deep connection with. It's going to also talk with other people, but just have good connections with family in general, or friends. Okay? So that is the situation. The challenge over it is the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups can talk about it's an opportunity from the universe typically, but it can come from other people and things. Talks about creativity, inspiration, your emotional side, offer of love. Someone's could be a love offer from somebody else wanting to have happiness with you. It seems to be a challenge for you. Now, in the beliefs position, okay. If I can get, I'm just trying to get the card up without damaging it because I don't want to damage these cards. Come on, come on. There we go. We have Nine of Wands for you, Leo. This is in your beliefs position, so you do feel to some extent like you have this belief that you need to basically work your ass off. You have to go through hell and back to get what you want. For some of you, if this is love, you might be feeling that you have to kill yourself to get it. For others of you, it could just be that, trying to please other people. For another select few of you, it could be that you are finding that you have to be a little bit on the fence to protect what you have. Worried that, whatever connection you have, and never, for some of you might be feeling like, well, in the past things have always been a disaster, and I've always had bad situations, and I really had to fight for what I want in a connection. It doesn't come easy for me. Whereas you really have to work really hard. That can be frustrating. Who wants to really, love should be easy, right? Shouldn't be a nightmare. Root of the issue is justice. Talking about fairness, balance. So once again, talking about probably, if this is in the love context, it's talking about basically probably being put in situations where it could be unrequited love situations. It could be situations where you haven't been treated very, very equally. Maybe you've tried at times and it's been misperceived. People basically looked at you and just said that, this partner or whatever like that may have doubted you. Treated you incorrectly because of their beliefs about how you are. Maybe there was issues in the past and maybe you changed, but they don't recognize it. For others of you, it just could be in general. It could be a legal case. Maybe you've been in and out of the law for most of your life. Or maybe this has been an upbringing. Because this is root of the issue. This is not something that was recent. This has been there. So for some of you out there who have been facing a lot of hardships and things growing up, this has been something that has been a constant problem, essentially, according to the tarot. Trying to have equal give and take. What's fair? What's your just due? And your beliefs is kind of, like I said, working your ass off, trying to basically go through your battle scar, the wounded warrior card, protecting what you have. I can't pull it up here, but well, maybe I'll try. See, it's almost like a wall, because that's exactly what it is. You put up, it's almost like a combination of like the Seven of Wands, putting up boundaries, being on the fence a little bit, and it's like, I've gone through hell and back. No one's going to be taking this. It's like, and maybe for some of you, you might have had a hard life growing up. It might have been in and out with a lot of, like I said, a lot of legal problems. Maybe there was custody battles. Maybe your parents basically were back and forth. There was a lot of conflict and issues and stuff that kind of led to this being on guard, and I got to work for everything, and nothing comes easy for me. In your recent past is 8 of Wands in reverse. So much fire energy in here. When you're a fire sign, so I guess it makes sense. But delays, blockages, things not moving forward. You might have had some idea, and the best way I can describe the 8 of Wands is essentially it's like an open field. Okay? You've already planned, and you know what you want to plant on it, and you have an idea, and it's a project you're moving forwards with it. Things are moving, it's the operation of the business. Things are going back and forth. There's communications. Things are working. It's reversed here. Talk about stifled communication. Problems or issues. Maybe trying to communicate something, but it's just not getting through. Message is being perceived incorrectly. Could be distance between lovers. If you have a lover in your life, you might be distant from them. Things aren't progressing the way you want them to. And it's kind of funny that I'm saying that because of everything I just said before. Near future, we have Queen of Swords. I don't necessarily know what that's about, so let me clarify. Can I clarify the Queen of Swords upright for Leo's future? Why is that there? Why is the Queen of Swords in Leo's near future? Tell me more. Strength, holding back. Or basically just, it's not necessarily just holding back. I mean, it's basically a personal struggle, essentially. What I find very interesting here, Leo, is that, the Strength card is talking about, in some cases, it's taming the lion. Conquering fears, looking up, keeping your head up high despite struggles and challenges. And in your beliefs, we have the Nine of Wands. Just talking about just that, going through the ringer. And it's clarifying the Queen of Swords, somebody that is essentially going to be a little bit more cold. She does have that water energy because she's a queen. So water plus air. But at the same time, it doesn't mean you're emotionally shut off. It just means that you are basically very guarded. When communications come through, you don't just believe it at face value. You have to investigate it. You're uncertain about it. Queen always makes sure she does her homework before she commits to something. The Queen of Swords. You're not going to get that heart very easily. So it's kind of more of a guarded energy, but it's also very methodical and it's very thought out. So it seems like your whole approach on everything seems to be coming from this justice issue that's happened in the past, where you just don't feel that things have come easy for you in many cases. You really have to work for things, and so it's almost like I can't afford anyone to take anything more away from me, because that would just be a disaster. I've already had delays and blockages and things going on in my life. I can't afford that. Let's see here. It's self-perception, though. What's weird is the 10 of Wands in reverse. You have so much Wands energy, it's insane. Holy crap. 10 of Wands in reverse, Leo. I'm just going to talk about just, your whole, this whole reading is in synergy with, it's an absolute synergy. This is going to talk about throwing down the load. You're feeling like you're carrying too much. It's unbalanced. Root of the issue, balance, justice, quality. Needs to be fairness. And this is talking about, I think I'm carrying too much of the damn fucking load. I gotta throw it. I'm throwing it down. Why would somebody want to throw down this heavy load right here? Because they've had enough. It's not fair. This is a job that basically is not seeing your worth and making you do more than you really need to. knowing and seeing somebody there that's pretty much getting paid more than you, that's doing less work than you. That's not fair. Despite really having almost the same title. A relationship where it's almost unrequited, where you know that you're putting in far more work than the other person, but they're just showing up all the time half-assed. Why? Why do you deserve that? That's the question. How others see you, though, is the devil. So this is somebody that could be stuck on obsessions or addictions. Stuck in toxic things. Have fears that they have yet to conquer. Fears about how things are. And I want to say this devil is related to this justice. That you have some, mindset. I don't think this is talking about, or for some of you it could talk about, just general drugs, alcohol, and stuff like that. Maybe they have issues there. And like I said, for some of you, a legal past. Remember I was talking about that. And the devil there can absolutely talk about drugs and alcohol. Maybe it's a past that you've been struggling with alcohol addiction, drug addiction, crime. That's not all of you. I know a lot of you are going to be like, oh my god, that's still not me. That's like, yeah, that's for 1% of you out there. Okay? But it can also talk about just obsessions with things. Clarify the devil outright for how people see Leo. Why do they see Leo as the devil? 10 of Pentacles reversed. This keeps coming back to the same thing. It's like stagnation. Talks a lot about stagnation. Feeling things are not fair. Putting up walls. Guarded. Not feeling successful. And it could be, even though people might see you as the devil, they don't know. Half the time people don't even know what the fuck's going on in your life. Just remember that, dude. We all have this thing, you hear one thing from someone, so-and-so thinks you're this. Well, they don't fucking know me. No, they don't. So-and-so can go bye-bye, please. Thanks. Action advice is the Tower. I'm very curious to clarify the Tower. Clarify the Tower for the action advice. Why is the Tower? Why is that the action advice? Can you tell me more, please? One more shuffle I'm getting. Clarify the Tower upright for the action advice. Why is that there? Leo, you're not going to believe this shit. Justice in reverse. Root of the issue, Justice card. Tower, Justice in reverse. Root of the issue, Tower, Justice in reverse. So for some of you Leo out there, with the Tower being there, you have to understand something, that when towers show up, that does mean that the universe is getting involved. Out of your hands at that point. When there is stagnation, towers are there to basically erode that stagnation. You can build walls. You can build walls all day long. And a fort. But just know that that thunderbolt's going to come down and it's going to basically shake that foundation. Why is it doing that? Because sometimes these walls and things that we put up, these blockages and these beliefs and stuff like that, they limit our growth as a person. They stop growth. They stifle growth. And we have also a card here right now talking about just that. And justice, probably giving up here. Sounds like an event that could really chain someone to the ground. And so you got the universe here essentially blasting that. And what is it about? Justice in reverse. So once again, I think there is some degree that, for some of you out there, like I said, this could be criminal activity. Could be, just bad behaviors. That's leading to stagnation in your life and issues coming from just, like I said, a bad childhood or something like that. For others of you, it's just basically kind of always, like I said, approaching life from it's never been fair for me. It's just never worked out. There's always problems. I always have to blah blah blah. These old rooted issues that kind of just stifle things, steer you in a direction that's not healthy. And I think the universe, some way or another, is basically going to blast it. But don't ever look at the tower that is always bad. The towers are there to basically cause upheaval. How that happens is different for everyone. Be so many different things. It could be, for example, like your car just suddenly deciding to stop working when it's like your third warning, and from your work, and they're like, if you show up late again, you're gonna get fired, and your car doesn't work, and you can't get to work in time to get fired. But hey, you hated that job, so now you're fired from it, and then you find a job that you like now. That's a tower moment right there. But in the moment, you're cussing at the car, you're just frustrated, and why me, and blah, 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 but the next minute, you're forced to have to look for a new job, because the other one fired you. But hey, you didn't even like that job. So you go on, and you find this new job, and you're like, wow, and then everyone likes you there, and they're patting you on the back, and you're like, oh my god, things are amazing. That's a tower moment. Not always bad. It's bad in the moment, it seems, but turns out, hey, life got you onto a different path. So, something around this justice in reverse, unfairness, imbalance. It could be, like I said, escaping legal karma, or just karma in general, for some of you. If you've done something that you shouldn't have, it could be just avoiding the consequences. People seeing as the devil kind of makes me wonder. So, I don't know. I'm not saying that's anything bad. Please don't think I'm hating on you, Leo. I'm not. I'm just saying you would know what that is. Okay. In your outcome is Page of Swords. Okay. I need to clarify one to that. Clarify one to the Page of Swords upright for the outcome for Leo. Why is that there? Let's get one more shuffle. Tell me more. Clarify the Page of Swords upright for Leo's outcome. Ace of Cups. What the fuck? So we have 10 of Cups upright for your situation, and the challenge is Ace of Cups over it. Like this. And then clarifying to the Page of Swords, the Ace of Cups reversed. How does the Page of Swords upright, how does that relate specifically to Leo only? Trying to figure out if this is a person, which it probably is. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the best that I can give you on that, this is kind of a tricky one here, Leo, for your outcome. This is talking about Knight of Pentacles, like I said, is going around in stagnation, doing the same, doing things that didn't work out the last time. Not heeding the advice from people who are wiser than yourself. It's just reluctance to do so. It's like, I'm going to do things my way. And I just literally talked about that in prior reading. Stagnation, putting walls up, all this kind of stuff. Kind of having this context of how things should be, and now it's talking Knight of Pentacles reversed there, and then Ace of Cups reversed there, so it's like talking once again about delays, loss of creativity, loss of passion, or emotional satisfaction. Page of Swords talking about, I don't know if this is going to become voiced to you by someone, or someone's going to point this out, or you're just unfortunately, I can't determine who the Page of Swords energy is. Is that you? Is that somebody else? Or is it just a general energy? I wish I had the answer for that. I don't know. It's a little tricky of an outcome. Okay, the best I can tell you is that it seems to be, it's coming from a reality for those of you dealing with somebody that you're in a toxic relationship. I hate saying the damn toxic word. I'm so sick of saying it. But if you've been in a situation like that, it's coming to the awareness that this person is no good. They're holding you down, causing problems, and you have delays, blockages. If this is a toxic boss, or this is, you know, just a mindset that you have. For those, it might not even be related to relationships or anything else. It just be a you know, mindset that just doesn't work. You know, especially if someone's depressed, just doesn't have drive in their life. It's kind of like always just going back to the same failed stuff that doesn't really get you anywhere. And it's like kind of like an awakening to that. New ideas. Page of Swords does talk about, you know, and I think to some extent it could be, if we want to look at you as the Page of Swords energy, it may talk about that you are, with that page energy, it's talking about kind of like a younger at heart energy, someone that's got a lot of vigorous energy, very excited, you know, to basically learn and grow. So I think, you know, the tower being there and stuff like that, I think there is going to be growth here. And I think you're going to be coming to awareness that it's like, you know, some of the things you've been doing they're just not good ideas anymore. Maybe at one time they've encompassed your life a long period of time, but no longer. So I think the universe is going to kickstart you in a different direction. So expect some change. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. The strongest message I can give you is expect some type of massive change. I don't know how this is going to happen for you, but yeah, this does seem like it's going to push you in a different direction, because the energy is just across the board. It's very clear that you've got like some blockages, some issues, some stagnation, and there seems to be issues as far as your emotional department's going, and there's this justice issue with the balance. I don't know if it's legal issues or what's going on here and stuff like that, but there's going to be no doubt, tower moment. So expect, you know, don't bolt your doors and all that stuff and fall out of work. I'm like, you know, tower moments are unavoidable and they're necessary and they're not scary. Just they're there to push you in the right direction, Leo. Okay. So that's what I got for you, Leo. I hope you got something out of this. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to this video. It really helps the channel out. And if you'd like to donate, I would really appreciate that. I'm really trying to get some new equipment for the channel. It's just very expensive for what I want to do with the channel. I'd like to have an overhead camera. I'd like to get the resolution up higher. I'd like to improve the processing time. There's so many things I'd like to do. But if you'd like to help out, that'd be fantastic. But I hope you enjoyed this reading, Leo. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.